I didn't expect boobs and stuff from the start. Well, butts from the start.
Nobody expects butts from the start. There was just too much vagina for my liking.
There's never too much vagina for my liking.
Well. Hey everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with some more Treasure of a Blizzard. It has been a while, and this time I'm not alone. I've got Lammy from Lemolian. Or Lammy Lemolian, you're the same person, whatever. Say hi!
I am. Hi!
There we go! I don't even know how to introduce you. I'm not used to it.
I'm just not a real thing. I'm a figment of your imagination.
Ooh. Everybody's just like here watching me talk to myself. And they're like, what is happening? Who is she talking to? She's gone crazy.
She's having one of those days.
Just a weird, random episode. He's real, I swear. Alright. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Alright, let's do it.
Yes. Opening my eyes was a surreal experience. I felt distant from my own body, like my mind was shrouded in a fog. It's a strangely dark place. It's strangely dark in this place. Where am I? This is more boobs!
Great.
And what is this woman doing here, right in front of my eyes, and in such a state?
I should probably have warned you guys. I'm probably gonna have put a memo or something, like, right before the beginning of the video. But yeah, there's lots of, like, nudity in this game now. There wasn't before, but now there is. So you're in for a treat, guys.
And those were... Wait, I think I skipped a thing.
I have the sudden glow.
You might want to read that because it skipped it for me.
Alright. The sudden glow of an unnatural candlelight filled the room. It revealed numerous shelves lined with what appears to be tonics and medicines.
And those were among the least disturbing sights. I caught a glimpse of a flask that looked like it was holding eyeballs.
Ew.
They looked disconcertingly human. Don't look at me. I tried to pull my presence away, but only felt a firm wall at my back. She had to have heard me hit it. Confirming my fears, the woman turned around to look at me, but then her gaze lingered away with disinterest, and she turned back to her task. Couldn't she see me? As my mind grew clear from waking out of slumber, I began to recognize her. Isn't that May? Right, Lynn and I took shelter in the house in the mountain pass, and this woman offered us hospitality. What's she doing in front of me now?
I beseech thee, fair lady, I deem in wrong, hear my plea.
She seems to be speaking to the flower. Wasn't that the one that was in her hair earlier? Wait, did she say demon?
You can be wrong.
I will be wrong, the demon woman.
Yes.
The wrong dong.
Yes. Perfect.
I hear you, journeyman May. Long has it been since you have requested my audience. What troubles you? The sound seems to be coming from a symbol in front of her, a pentagram? I shudder. This bodes ill. I reach out to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. No, I couldn't even struggle against the mechanisms of a lock. It was as if the door itself were fused with the wall. Is this the work of magic? I'm beginning to understand why Lynn fears the occult so. Lynn, where is she?
I have received guests as of late, 2 humans.
And you ask me for instruction? Nothing has changed. Do as you always do.
It is different this time. One of them can see my artifact.
That's what they're calling it these days. I see. And you are sure of this?
There is no doubt.
Then, what is it you ask of us? Do you seek our assistance? Even a half-blood should pose no trouble for one such as yourself. I hope I make myself clear. May didn't take that very well. She could hardly conceal her disappointment.
I understand. I am ready to do as you say, by your leave.
Wait, maintain the connection. There is the matter of the wolves appearing in your region. The white she-wolf is among them. If she appears before you, do not oppose her. She is too strong for you. We will not risk any further resources if doing so will escalate the conflict. She has not the wisdom to see through our plans. Make a show of acquiescence to her demands.
Yes, my lady.
You make a beautiful lady.
Thank you. I She's got a pretty light-hearted voice, I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For a
Very
demon.
feminine.
May reached out to the flower, and with that, bzoom, I awake to a splitting headache. Must have drank too much yesterday. Hearing the sound of a door being opened, I turned to see who was coming through.
How long are you planning to sleep? We need to leave soon.
Good morning to you too, Bay. Lynn was standing a bit feebly on the threshold. Something didn't seem right about her. You feeling alright? I reached out to check her temperature.
Oh, what are you doing?
She swept my hand away, but not before I could feel the heat from her forehead. You're burning up. You sure we should be leaving now?
Isn't it obvious? I'm well enough for us to move on. Quit trying to stall us.
I don't think that's a good idea. We don't even know how the weather's going to hold up. It'll be bad if we get hit with another snowstorm like yesterday. Lynn suddenly beamed at me and wagged her finger in admonishment.
Unlike you, I've been awake for a while. There's nothing but clear blue sky out there.
Yeah, well, you might not be the only one with problems. I've got a splitting headache. Now Lynn grinned like mad. Like a mad.
Like a mad.
Like a mad. And began playing with her hair.
That's your problem, not mine. I keep telling you to tone it down every time that we stop, you know.
But her cocksure attitude couldn't hold up for long. She stumbled a bit, then quickly tried to feel her forehead with her palm. She soon realized how closely I was watching her as she checked on her health.
Oh, no you don't. Don't look at me like that. I can walk just fine, and so can you. No complaining.
I sighed. Why was she always this stubborn? Okay, I got it. Just promise me that you'll speak up if you start feeling any worse, okay? She shrugged and turned aside.
Let's go. Breakfast is ready. Don't worry, I've already paid May. We don't need her heckling us on the way out.
May was already seated at the table when we arrived at the dining room. Composed as ever, I see.
Good morning, young master. Did you sleep well?
I furrowed my brow. I couldn't give her an honest yes after that nightmare, not to mention the pounding in my head was getting worse. Honestly, I could have had it a lot better. Lynn, how about you?
The stories about the ghosts must be true. They haunted me in my sleep for half the night.
That just makes it sound like you slept really well.
Well, I didn't. You were the one who asked anyway.
Lynn sat at the table with a clemmer and set herself to wolfing down her meal. It was obvious that she was planning to be out of here as soon as possible. May seemed to be contemplating something. She'd been staring at Lynn for a while now.
Apologies if this is too personal, but I am curious, my lady. Your hair is quite an unusual color. I've never seen such a crimson hue in any of my guests before.
She's one to talk about hair colour.
Yeah, really.
That stopped Lynn mid-bite. I took the opportunity to sit down and start on my own breakfast. The question wasn't such a surprise to me. I'd heard it often when Lynn and I were younger.
What of it? Yes, my mother is from the Western Kingdoms. But don't you get any ideas about that? My father is a governor general in this land. You'll be in for one hell of a time if you start raising questions about my origins.
May closed her eyes, keeping her cool in the face of Lynn's barking threats.
I apologize, my lady. I hadn't known. It was an honest curiosity, nothing more.
The silence that followed lasted several minutes. We're planning to leave today, Lady May. She looked pretty surprised about that.
Oh dear, I wouldn't recommend that. The weather may look clear now, but it only takes a few minutes for that to change drastically. In any case, I expect the wolves to return to the paths after yesterday's storm. I fear they'll fare better in the thick of the snow than you will.
I cast a glance to Lynn. It was clear that she wouldn't be convinced. I appreciate your concern, but we're going to have to risk it. Thank you for everything, May. Nothing I can do about Lynn, unfortunately. Whap. Snow.